Bluetooth disconnected.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Tuesday night live stream, live from the man cave. Tonight, Tuesday, March 10th, 2026. And as always, I tell everybody in the chat that this is a family friendly channel. There's no racism, no nastiness of any kind. If you cannot abide by those rules, you will be kicked out without question by either me or one of my moderators. So without further something ado, I will bring myself up. Before I do, I want to tell everybody if there is a power failure or some reason with an internet issue, which we've been having lately, which we shouldn't be having, because they swore to me that this new system would take care of all those problems. But it's not happening. And I promise you, I promise everybody in the chat that I will have this worked out within the next week. Whether it be me coming on time, not having a glitch in the system, where it will not let me put my camera up, whatever it is, there's always a problem. So, and I will have a new intro other than the timeout. 30-second countdown. I'm working on that now. Hope to have it up and running by next week. And for the life of me, I can't figure out why I put these away, put everything away in such a way that I don't have a problem with it, and I do. I have no idea why. I make sure that the stuff isn't tangled up. I make sure everything is straight. And what happens? I get it tangled up. And I make sure before I go on I put the stuff in place and it's tangled up. It happens. Like I say, it's just me here. So if I had a crew of people, I could afford it, I would do it. But I don't. So I have to put up with me and my bellyache. This was down here. It's tangled up, all tangled up. There's no reason for it. I made sure that this was free from this. This one was free from that. This was over on that side. And what do we do? It's tangled up. Like a little gremlin comes by and tangles up everything. That's where they got the idea for the gremlin movie that the gremlin comes in at night and he makes the wires and stuff like that. We're in black and white. The plan is that you'll see this from both angles, the horizontal and the vertical line. Welcome. What's up? Welcome, the ultimate Bambino. Welcome to the chat. The way it's going to be set up is that you see this in the background. I'll do this. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Pick this up. Let's fix this. There we go. That's working. And now we can take this off. And what you see here is man cave sign. And now you see both of them. You see the on air sign here. You see that on air, and you see the man cave sign. What I'm going to be doing, it'll be like a little head to the doorway, the corner of the doorway, with the man cave sign. Everything is almost vertical, and what it will do, the man cave sign will come out in color. Man cave will be in red. The mustache will be in blue, and I will come towards you. The on-air sign will light up in red, and this will light up in blue, and the birdhouse will light up in color also. And I will come into the screen and stop, and then I will come up in color like this. That's what I'm working on doing. That like this. See, now that's perfect tonight. Why can't I have that? But I digress. That's it. So let's get this. Now this isn't working. I have to get a good mouse. What I'm going to do is try to bring up the URL and the mailing address for everybody in the chat, and I'll explain why. I will bring myself up, and I will now this is all tangled up, and I don't know. It should be. There we go. Okay. Okay. There we go. Now, I will tell you what we are doing. I'm going to put my mailing address up. Hopefully, it will come up on the vertical stream and the horizontal stream this way. There. And I'll tell you why. Let's see if we can get it up to work out. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it does not. But we will try. And why we're doing it. Let's see. This stream, if you go watch my lawn and garden video today, I will fix it up and everything. What we did, we still can't do the grass because it's too moist right now and it is saturated. And if we put anything down, it will wash away. So what we did, I just raked around the bushes and got rid of mostly all of the bird feathers and stuff like that from the cat. And I'm going to buy that noise thing for cats. I don't want to get rid of the squirrels or the birds. I want to make a bird sanctuary, aviary in the yard. And there it is. Let's see if it comes up. It did. Okay. Now, this is my mailing address. It's on both streams. In the horizontal stream, this way, the ultimate Bobino is in the vertical feed. It's at the top of the screen right here. This is what you'll get. If you send me a sticker, I will give you 2 large and 2 small stickers from my channel. This is what it looks like. All right. You see it? You get 2 large and 2 small, 4 stickers. If you send me one of yours. 2, Garden Aquatics, 3280 Sunrise Highway, Box 174, Wantagh, New York, 11793. That's Garden Aquatics. If you don't have a sticker and you want one from me, a self-addressed envelope, I'll include the stamp and mail you the stickers. This post office box will determine whether or not I keep it after 2026. If I don't get any mail in the box, it's not worth it for me to keep the box. All right? So we're doing a lot of stuff with it. Hopefully, it'll be worth my while to have this post office box. The reason I set it up was because I wanted a mailing address, and I don't want to give out my home address. So I found this to be the best solution with my other business. I have another box. I want to cancel both one of the boxes and just have this one open, which I did, and I'm not getting any response that I need. Can I get a smaller box or something like that? Maybe, we'll see. But if I get a response and it's active where I'm getting mail constantly, I will keep it open. But I don't want to mix the two up. But if I have to, I will. I want to have the one box, the one big box. If I'm getting the response to this box for both my business and YouTube, I will keep it. So let me know what you think. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know. And don't forget to give a thumbs up. Okay? That's it. So I want to thank you for coming in and welcome in everybody. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And it's pretty warm in the house. I got to get up in the attic and get all my boxes situated and everything else because we want to probably get our air conditioning turned on early, probably in April or beginning of May, because I think it's going to be a hot summer. Once we get above, so that's where we are in the chat. And I'll be right with you. Looking for there we go. We'll pick that one. So, welcome, the ultimate Bobby Bino. Bambino. I can't. Hopefully we'll get some people in. We're going to be here till 11 o'clock tonight. And we'll end the chat at 11:40. No matter what we have. Or probably around 11. We'll see how many people we get into chat tonight. I hope you go watch my shorts today. And let me know what you think. I'm telling you. Then I went to the doctor today and everything's good. All right? Everything is good. I want to check something out. Can we make this a little softer, warmer? No, that's too much. You like that? Or original? I like the vintage better. That's the best one. And I got a report on this. I got to go tomorrow to the dermatologist. I got a somewhat good report from the doctor. She's gonna, they did blood work, urine, and everything, and they're gonna let me know what it is. And I work with her in 6 months if I can reduce my thing. If not, I go on a med for diabetes, which I don't think I am because I don't have a problem with that. So hopefully everything, my blood work comes back okay. So that's what we're praying for. And we have Mount Sparrow in that pre-retirement days and more. Thank you for coming in. And we have Mount Sparrow in the house. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it very much. So we're going to be on here till around 11 o'clock. We'll see how many people we get. Let's check the like right now and see where we are. We got 2 likes. We got 4 people in the chat. We had already had 6 22 come in and view the channel. This is for Betty and for Mount Sparrow. If I don't do this tonight, because we have so many people coming in, and if we have a guest in the chat, I will not bring up my applause because we have somebody talking, and that's the reason I do that. So I want to check out this Ultimate Bambino and see what his channel is about. And if you want to become a moderator, you have to be coming back into the channel and be a legit channel. I'm not going to allow it. It looks like he is a legit channel. I think he's a gamer. We'll leave this one up. We'll subscribe to it. He can't come up because if he's a minor, we can't allow him to come up into the chat. But you're there as a subscriber to my channel. And then Mount Sparrow says, hello, everyone. Hi, everyone in the chat. It's only you and pre-retirement days. Okay, Betty. All right. So that's where we are right now. And what I did today, go check the video out. We'll tell you where we are with watch hours. Go check the video out. The video is me cleaning up around the island, the picture that's in the stream, and she says hi to Betty. In the live stream tonight, I cleaned up around there. I picked up all the feathers and stuff like that where the cat goes, and I'm gonna order one of those cat deterrents, the sound thing. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna put it over there, or maybe by the pond, because she's always over there. So I'm gonna have it facing that area. And if she passes that, it'll scare her out. And what I did do, I had some thorn bushes that I chopped up. I want to dig that out that's there. And what I did, I put it along the fence. So if the cat tries to get up the fence, she can't. We're going to put them all around. But I don't want to deter the squirrels from the yard. So that's the problem. And the birds. That should be just for the cats. We'll show you where our watch hours are. As of right now, watch hours are, earned watch hours are 3831, 3,831. So we're getting up there. So we need say about three 160 around there hours left. And hopefully by the end of next week, we'll be there. And let's see where our analytics are. That's at the 5th. It should go up tomorrow. So maybe by the end of the week, we'll be there. That was the 6th. I think that was the 6th. What was it? That's the 5th. Okay. The 5th. The 5th. The 6th, we went up. All right. So from 7,531, we went to 11,147. And then we went down a little bit and then we went up again. That's what we got to keep it. We got to keep it in that range to get those hours in there. And that's what we're trying to do. And once I get it, I will tell everybody the key is in the video. Okay, remember that. And my subscribers list is 8,584. That's 8,584 subscribers. We're getting up there. By the end of March, we should be at 10,000 subscribers if we keep going the method we're going. And we weren't able to cut the grass. We'll talk about that tomorrow. What I did on Lawn and Garden Tuesday, I cleaned up around the island, and now we'll clean up the pond and go around the side of the house and get to that, clean up the beds and everything else. So by the end of the month, we can plant. And all depends on the weather. And we'll be able to put down our seed and fertilizer and stuff in the end of March, beginning of April, because it will be above the temperature. And once the temperature is above 40 degrees, between 40 and 50, we can start feeding the fish once a day. Once it gets over 50, we'll feed them a couple times a day. So, but if you watch the video tonight, you'll see that the fish are in the pond. So the weather for the week is, let's see. What's the weather for tomorrow?
Tomorrow's forecast for North Belmore is 56 degrees with light rain.
So it's going to rain tomorrow. So we got it done. 56 degrees with the low of 44. So then on Thursday, there's a 20% chance of rain. On Friday, it's going to be warm. On Saturday, it's going to be warm. So we may be able to do it, but we're going to go into a freeze between 38 and 28 degrees next Tuesday. All right. And then Wednesday of next week, we're going to go 35 to 27. Okay. So we have to see if that changes any. So as long as the temperature goes below 32 degrees, we can't put out the greenhouse fertilizer or anything like that because it would be useless. If the temperature stays above 32 degrees and is between like 35 and 40, we can put the greenhouse up. But the greenhouse, with the extreme cold, it will deteriorate that greenhouse. So let me show you my video. Put some shorts up, tulips, stuff like that, some hot rod cars. I want to show you the video for today. That's it. I got my new Dollar Tree rake, which I use. I have another little rake and another one that I'm going to use. So see what I have. Here I am fixing the rake. I'm moving the chairs out. I'm going to cut the bushes back so you can get to those chairs and stuff that are there. The bench. And I did this and everything. When I picked up this stuff, I used gloves. And when I work outside, sometimes I don't use the gloves and stuff like that. This year I'm going to try to use it. But when I'm working outside and everything else, and I come back in, I wash my hands. I'm working on the pond, I wash my hands. Constantly wash my hands. Constantly. Because you don't want to get any germs or anything like that. Talk, we'll talk about that tomorrow and what we'll be doing here. That's it. See, I'll show you the piles of stuff. That's the piles. Bird feathers and stuff, which we don't want in the yard. And I'm going to try that cat. See what I did? And what we'll do is we'll get to the other side of the, and so it'll probably be the following week or after the weekend. So tomorrow it's definitely going to rain. what I did is I put it by the pond to show you the fish, and the fish are there. You see that it's perfectly clear that the filter is working. Got to look into getting another filter too, which we'll be doing tomorrow. They were under the bridge when I did this. Check them out. You see the fish in there. They'll come out. If you look closely, you'll see them. You see them? Right there? There's one right by the thing over there. You see that? You see the fish in the corner? I'm trying to see if I can show you. There they are. And what we'll be doing is cleaning up the pond and everything. I will show you everything that I did to deter the cats. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the bed, probably around the lighthouse. I'm going to first put it in the ground by the pump and see, because that cat goes there. He always tries to go to the pond. It's going to deter him the other way. But right now I have the thorns there. So that will deter him from being there. So let me see if we can do this for Lawn and Garden Tuesday. Edit. We want to put a new thumbnail on it. We have Lewis in here. She says, "Good evening, Garden Aquatics. Thank you. I did come on your chat a little bit earlier because we don't have that much time before the storm hits." Okay. Supposed to get something tomorrow. I went to the doctor today and she took my blood work and everything else. And like told everybody, I found out about this. It's a basal cell. He just wants to clean it up and everything, and it's fine. She did blood work today and everything else. We're gonna see what my blood work says, and I'm gonna try 6 months. And the end of the summer, I'm gonna go back to the doctor, and we'll see where we are. I just got a warning from my Echo Alexa. The National Weather Service for Fort Worth issued severe thunderstorm watch. Right now, there 4 states that are under a tornado warning. Okay, stay safe. So now what we're going to do is we're going to edit this. I'm going to press that, and I got thumbnails. We'll see which one's the best one. Do we use that one? Or do we look at something else? Let's see. I think I took a picture of it. Let's see. Let's get out of this. I don't know what they're going to do tomorrow here, clean it up, whatever. I may not be on because of the weather too, but we'll see. It'll be a man cave video. Also, in that video, I have Rocky almost came up to me. So let me see. Let's go back to the uh, editing of my channel. Let's see what we have. We'll put the lawn and garden. This is what I worked on today, that island. I don't have those lights anymore, but I'm thinking we're going to look for more like that. And we'll see. Should I leave that? Let's see. This. So for right now, I'm going to put that there on it. Then save. We'll leave that one. And we'll see. And we're going to make a frogs on the bridge after the rain tomorrow. Let me see if we have that on my list. He says, the last thing he said was
is that I just gave you a like on this end of the stream, live stream. Thank you. Yeah, I did see the video with your squirrel that cut. That's cute. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a short of that. Let me see if that's up here. Let's see if it's up here. Yes, it is. That right there. I'm going to make a video. Did you see what happened last night? That would be the big frog. See, like just like that. So it's there. All right. I want to check that video out. It was more towards the end. Let's see. I want to see if we have it. It says, you know, squirrels are unique in their own way. Yeah, I know that. When the squirrel sees a cat outside, they go nuts. They start talking like a chicken. Yes, I know. I saw one on my shed. It's going like that. So I want to see this video. If the squirrel is in it, I know it is. The lighthouse and stuff, it was up this. It was less than a foot away, about a foot. So that's it. We're doing okay with watch hours and everything else. And if we get that farm upstate, we'll do homesteading and stuff like that. We'll do grass, we'll do everything. It'd be very, very interesting. We're going to do a lot here this year with stuff with the getting the generator in and everything else, because they say that we're going to have problems with our power next year. So we have to see what's going on. We don't have enough grid. And allegedly the solar panels and the windmills and stuff like that aren't enough. We need more. And allegedly we'll see in November who gets elected governor in the state if we continue to have a present governor or have somebody else. So we'll look at that. Like I said, I get this work done tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen, if we're going to have a big bandage on my face or whatever. We'll see. And it's going to be raining. And I don't know what the weather's going to be at night. They say it's going to rain through Thursday morning. So, and then stop. So we'll see what we have Wednesday night. We can go live or not. I do not go live in a thunderstorm because I have the whatchamacallit, I have the power surge. If we lose power, I turn the computer off because I don't want it to suddenly download and lose what we have. I have a backup, but I don't want to lose that either. Where's the backup for the computer? Huh, where is it? It should be up here, and it's not. We'll check for it later. I think it's down here somewhere. I know it's hooked up to the thing. It bothers me that it's not there. Let me see. It's here somewhere. All right, we'll check for it later or tomorrow. We'll find it. I think it's beside the computer. And we'll put this behind us. And don't forget a view from the man cave. A view from the ring light tomorrow. Wednesday's vlog. On Friday, a view through the ring light. Wednesday's vlog day, not man cave day. Thursday is another man cave day. What I didn't put up was my URL. So we'll put that up now and we'll put it on the screen. So if anybody wants to come into the chat, they can. And there it is. I will pin it to the top of the page. I didn't want to do that. All right, let's get out of this. Let's get out of this. I didn't want to do this. Let's go back. I goofed. This is the chat. If you want to come up, you can. If you're not a new member, and we'll pin it to the top of the page. There we go. We're all set. So I'm feeling good about myself. We'll see what blood test brings. I know it's not going to be good, but I told her that I would try in 3 to 6 months, whatever, to bring my levels down and everything else and improve what I can, and we'll work with it. I feel fine, so we'll see what she says. And I'll talk to my other doctors and everything else. Should have something for Easter, but I don't. This is tropical summer. This is Blue Lagoon. Blue waves. Tropical summer. Don't have anything for spring. How about that? I don't like that one. Let's go with the tropical summer. That one for now. So we're working on a lot of stuff coming up on the channel. And when I get the intro and outro figured out, I will show you how I made it on a view through the ring light. Coming up. So we're in an hour already. So we'll go to 10:30 like we did last night. We'll see how many people we get. And what I can do is give myself a like, which I should do automatically every time, but I don't do it. We have 4 likes. We have 4 people in the chat. And we'll be, like I said, depends on what happens tomorrow with the rain and getting this basal cell out, how I feel, and what we do tomorrow. All right, I can't stress that enough. Right now we have 87 views. We should have 87 likes. If you come into the chat, the least you can do is give a like. I would appreciate it. So what what we will be doing is our landscape problems and stuff like that. The problem right now is landscaping is the perfect time, and after the rain, we won't be outside tomorrow. I'll say, okay, tomorrow it's raining, so we can't be out there. The ground is still moist. We can't put anything down. We have to have a few good dry days. Can't be cold because it will freeze, and it thaws. The cold weather, the ground will still be moist. And what we'll be doing in that time frame is ordering our fertilizer and stuff. I can get the book and show you that. I'll show you about scalping and not putting down sand, but putting down topsoil. The topsoil should be going on sale very soon. And I'll be getting that for the lawn. What my next big worry is, what this test results shows, and then my license, getting my license renewed, stuff like that. That's my next big fear. May have to take a road test, a written test, whatever. Maybe I should do it before the end of the month. So I figure in June or July, I'll go and see what the requirements are. I know I have to take an eye test, but we'll see if I get it before it expires. Can I I think what I should have done was renewed it last year, but I didn't know. It's renewed this year so that I can get it done maybe without the road test. Just the eye test, go to my eye doctor. I believe he's certified by the motor vehicle, whatever. We can see that. Maybe he can write something that, whatever. We'll see. So you see the sign is only on and off, on and off. That's what will happen. Want to do that. The corner of the door and the window, my head, the upper portion of my body, the head in the corner with the man cave sign, the picture reduced, okay? Small, and it gets bigger and bigger, and it'll be in black and white. And as it goes from the corner where you see everything in the vertical feed, comes out to where you see the hand, you see the man cave sign on my left side and the on-air sign on my right side. That will turn red and white. On air will be white letters with a red background. The lamp above me at the house will come on in color, like a blue tint, and then the man cave sign will come on to my right, and I'll focus on the camera so that you see my face, that I'm in the center of the thing, and I just have my face with the door and the window on the vertical feed. I got to try to work that out. If I can work that out I'm going to be working on it. And like I said, if I could get somebody to film me and stuff like that, it would be great. But we're not there yet. But I will be using different techniques to film stuff. I have the microphone for the phone, so we'll be using that. And I will be taking pictures above the pond, like a drone image. I'll show you how I do that. And over the garden beds, a drone image as well. Once the weather does warm up enough, we will get into the garage, take the blower out, get the thing and get the boxes and stuff up into the garage. But my first priority is to get the stuff put away in the attic for Christmas and Easter, and all that stuff put away, and bring down all my 4th of July stuff right after Easter and get everything hooked up, and then get the air conditioning guy to come in and fix that. So this month, the first I'm going to try to get in is May, as soon as possible. May, sometime in May. I'm going to call them probably the end of March. And so I'm going to try to, like the end of April, beginning of May, come and do a thing, and we will renew our contract with the air conditioning guy so that in May we have it on and ready to go. And I will pay for the contract for the air conditioner. Which I should have enough money. I should have over the thing the credit card I use for the business and everything else. And this is part of it. So we'll look into it. What I have to do is go to the little boy's room. I'll be right back. I'm sorry, I have to go. I'm drinking water now and everything, so I have to go. So listen to some music. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I have to go to the bathroom. I'm drinking water now, so I didn't go before I came into the chat, so I should have done it. But tomorrow night we'll work on it.
All right.
That's better. Okay. That's better. I'm back. We have 3 people in here. Let me get rid of this. And see who's here. Who came in? Mouse Barrel says, I'm back. Hi, Lewis. I left. Okay. Lewis Fuller, you'll be okay. Stay away from the windows. Yep. And we're supposed to get something tomorrow, so I can't, I can't believe them fish survived that winter was strong. It all has to do with the depth of the pond. The pond itself the pond itself, there was about that much ice. What I told everybody, what I did was put the aerator in there, the pump that there's constant air in the pond. So no matter what, that air was pumping into the pond, and whatever was there, somewhere it had to come out. So around the sides or whatever, it always had a little hole open in the pond so that the gases came out. So if you notice a pond, you have the pond like this. This is the pond, let's say, okay? Now, at the end of the pond, you have the air pump, which goes in it, an air stone that constantly bigs up air. So that air has, those air bubbles have to escape some way. So there's constant bombardment on the pond itself. That's just a small body of water, maybe, I would say 500 gallons of water in that. And you don't have to do anything during the summer. You have to add water when it's really hot. But if it's not hot, you don't have to add water. At least maybe once a month, you would have to add some water to the pond. But in the winter, if we have rain or whatever, the rain will fill up the pond. But in the winter, that's a solid piece of ice, like that. That's a solid piece of ice. Now, what you're doing is you're taking the air, and that air is constantly bubbling up in the pond, and it has to go somewhere. So go up one of the sides or whatever, under the bridge, whatever, and that would continually come up. Once it got warmer, it would make an opening. You had the ice. You had the snow compact on the pond, but there was always somewhere where the air would be bubbling up around the side of the pond. So that pressure pushed the air bubbles out, and there's always an opening in the pond, and that's why you have that there. And even in the summer, you have that aerator going because that keeps the flow going, and also with gives oxygen for the pond, and also when you have the waterfall going, that produces oxygen, and the fish love to go over by the waterfall and get the air. And you don't feed them because there's algae in the pond, and that algae they eat whatever, and because they're getting more active now, but they just sit there like this and that's what they do. As long as it's more than 2.5 feet deep. It's 3 feet in the deepest part of the pond. So it goes from 1.5 to 2.5, almost 3 feet. It's fine. It's not going to freeze 2.5 inches. So you will have that much ice, but by having that constant airflow, that's pushing the ice up, and it makes that air escape. That's what it does. Fish are fine. Once the temperature gets above between 40 and 50 degrees, we start feeding them once a day. Once it gets over 50, we can feed them a couple times a day. And then during the summer, we feed them 3 times a day. And then when we get back to September, we feed them once or twice a day. And then in November, when it gets cold again, we feed them once a day, and then we stop feeding them when the temperature drops below 30 degrees. We don't feed them at all once it's in the 30s. That's what I do. And that's the truth. So right now it's 10 o'clock. We're going to try to get to 2 hours in tonight. And once we get to 2 hours in, we're going to go off. We'll be back tomorrow. It depends on the weather and cleaning up this basal cell that I got. Thank you for all your prayers. Just wants to clean it up. I don't know if I'm going to have a bandage on it. I don't know how I'm going to feel. And we're supposed to get some severe weather tomorrow. So I don't know, either or I may not be on. And that will be the reason why. And I will come on with a tutorial about what they did, and hope to see you in the weekend, and we'll get everything done outside, get our cleanup started, and get this stuff on the side of the house, in the garage, and get those pallets cut up and everything else. Get our tools, get all our Valentine's stuff up in the attic, all our Christmas stuff up in the attic, in the garage, and get to our garage and stuff like that. We got a jam-packed year to get to, and that's what Garden Aquatics Remix is all about. Everything we're doing. And I like the man cave idea. So when I get the intro, you're going to have my little head in the corner by the door in the window, the man cave sign, all squished, a small picture with the on air, and this lit in black and white. And then it'll slowly come on color, the man cave sign, the on air sign, and the lamp, and the picture. And then it will come to the screen, and all you'll have is my head in the vertical feed, and you'll have the man cave and the window and the door and the on-air sign showing. So it will be black and white and go to color. And my head will be right there. And on the portrait feed, it will be just my head. That's what I'm trying to do. And then what will happen, it'll go back to black and white, and then I'll disappear. I said, don't forget to like. So we're going to work out. I'm going to make it smaller. We're going to have a lot of good stuff going on this year. Hopefully every workout. And then notice I haven't taken a cough drop. I don't want to jinx it. No. We're doing good. We have 6 people in the chat. We have 123 viewed. And where are our likes? We have 4 likes. Let's see if we can get 5 likes. Can we get another like? Give us a like. Give us a like. If you haven't given us a like yet, give us a like. Hello? Give us a like. Tomorrow we'll be in the vlog segment. And I may try something without the man cave sign and stuff tomorrow. We'll see. But I'm going to try to come on about 8:30, 8:35 tomorrow night. I'm going to post it tonight after this live stream. So we have 45 minutes to go. I want to we'll go to 11 o'clock. We'll get to 2 hours in. Once we hit the 2 hours, we're off. I will be doing a Savers app, and what we're doing with the Savers stuff, we'll be going over our excuse me, we'll be going over our things to do, what to watch out for, don't fall for traps, stuff like that. We'll talk about doorbusters and stuff. Check the doorbusters. That's to get you into the supermarket. And what we'll do is we'll tell you all about the supermarkets, what they do to get you to buy stuff. And what's the pros and cons with the store cards? Not credit cards, but store cards, where they want you to sign up. Yes, in some cases, they promote different stuff to you to get you to buy stuff. But is it a good idea to have the stuff come to the house? I buy a lot of birdseed, and I have the store card for Ace, and the birdseed, you get 3 bags, $10 each, and then that's more than 40 pounds. I paid $20, 28 something dollars for this big bag, a 40-pound bag. So you get 3 bags, 20 pounds. That's 3 bags, 2, 4, 6, 60 pounds of thing for $30. We get that for $20, 29 something. So you're getting more that way. But if we go to the Walmart, and my wife has a coupon or whatever, or has cash back that she gets, she'll go there and buy it. She plays the second chance lotto, and a lot of times she wins. She had a gift card, and she used that there. So sometimes we get free lunches, stuff like that. When you go to Applebee's, if you have an Applebee's near you, some of them have a meal card. Every time you go, they punch the card or color in the apples. Once you get 10 apples, you get a free dinner. This way they want you to go there. We got a lot of free stuff. We'll show you how to do that going forward. So, right now, I can't think of anything else that I haven't spoken to you about. I spoke to you about the grass, the birds. I'm going to get that cat thing. I'm going to look at pond filters, canister filters. I may keep the pump that I have and replace that next year. We'll see. I want to get something that we can backwash. I got to get rid of the other one. And then we'll clean up that lighthouse, make that, and we'll make the lighthouse for the front. I have the lumber for that. I gotta make the board, and it'll be about 5 foot. It'll be about up to here on me, and the light will be on it. And it'll be a small light, it'll be bright light there, and I may take it in the winter with the snow, but it has to be in such a place that it won't affect the opening of the door in the car. I have to look into that too. But we'll look into that. But the lighthouse will be done, and we'll have all the figurines around the lighthouse and stuff. We'll have the figurines in the back of the pond. We'll get in there, we'll clean that out. And look how it is, and we'll put the gravel around and stuff like that. It's gonna look nice. I'm gonna get another bag of gravel. So what I would say for my Father's Day coming up, I would a home card. Because I can get the mulch, like 3 bags per a price. They'll have like topsoil for a certain price, so many bags for 3 bags for like $15 or whatever, $5 a bag, we'll get that. We should be very, and I got a bag over here that I got from Dollar Tree, and we can get some from Dollar Tree. We get the thing. We'll fix the window boxes on the deck. Got to see if I can find some place that has window boxes. I may have to go to a online store or something like that. We'll see. We'll get that fixed. But the other one, I can't understand why it fell off. The one broke and it fell, okay? But the other one was up there and it just fell off and just plopped. I can't figure that out. It wasn't the wind. The wind would have taken it. It just took it and put it. The camera wasn't there to catch it. The camera's down below it in the pond, and there was nothing there. And the only thing I see is the cat in the pond. So it's gonna, and we got the trellises, put them outside. We're gonna put them up so that if the cat goes near it, it will fall. And what I'm thinking of doing is getting the thorns and putting the thorns in between the thing so the cat won't go in there. That's a good idea. Take the thorn branch and wean it through the branch and stick them in the ground around the rocks by the fence. And if the cat tries to get in there, she's got the thorns to get stuck. This way he won't go there. And I will have that thing. I'm going to try it out. I don't want the squirrel to be scared. I don't want the other animals I want in the yard because they don't attack the fish. The cat attacks the fish. And they may deter a raccoon and stuff like that. But the raccoons haven't come back. All I see is the cat trying to get into the pond. And what I did, I put it along the fence. I put those thorn branches along the fence. So if he tries to climb up the fence, he'll get, so won't be able to climb up the fence anymore. Because they hurt. I'm going to get some more of them branches. I'm going to just put them along the fence. So this way the cat will stay out. And the squirrel will be on the other side. That's it. And I will put I'll put that cat thing on the side of right in the yard, between the shed and the pond. And we'll see what we get. We'll try it on one end, and we'll try it at the other end. If it works, I'll get another one. But like I said, I do not want the squirrel. You got to go check out the end of the video. I'm going to make a short of it, of the squirrel there, and I'm going to make a video of the squirrel sitting there eating and maybe in a chair, relaxing, stuff like that. We'll see. What I would like to have is a squirrel with this little hand, not have a cigarette, but have a piece of straw in his mouth, or a peanut shell, eating the shell, like that. Sitting back, enjoying it, yeah, treat. Look into that. Look at himself, one hand or both hands, just eating it. He's eating a nut, sitting back, enjoying his nut. Or maybe even sipping something from a mug or a glass. That would be nice too. Right now we're at 45. So 15 minutes? Half hour? I want to thank everybody tonight. Remember tomorrow, I'm not going to put it up because I just realized if I can't come up, cancel it. I will tell you, I will come up. Depends on the weather and how I feel after the basal cell removal. I will do a video on it. And I'm repeating myself, but I want everybody to know what I'm doing. Okay? And there will be a video tomorrow. Hopefully getting up in the attic, getting this stuff back enough so that we can connect the air conditioner stuff up. And then I'm going to call them to come in May. I'm going to call the end of the first week, the last week in March. I'm going to call before Palm Sunday. Palm Sunday this year is the last Sunday in March. Holy Week is the last week of March. Easter Sunday is the first Sunday in April, the Roman calendar. The Greek calendar is the following week. Easter Sunday is the second Sunday. The first Sunday is Palm Sunday in the Greek calendar. So we'll see everybody on tomorrow, hopefully. If not, definitely on Thursday. We'll see how we're doing, whatever we have done. I want to thank you all for coming into the chat tonight. We have about 20 minutes to go, I would say. Once we get to 2 hours, we'll go to 11, I'm figuring. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can tell you. We got to get our books together. All our how-to books and stuff like that, and start going through them. I'm taking pictures and me be on the grass and say, the grass is still wet. We can't do anything, but we can start cleaning up the yard. So I hope you go watch that video. We'll talk about the grass next week. We'll be talking about what we're doing Friday. We'll see if the grass is ready to thing, but we will be doing each bed, and cleaning up and stuff like that. So keep watching the channel, and I'm going to make more fun stuff so that the cat can't get to the pond. That's the thing. We don't want him to get to the pond. If that works, then we'll put the deterrent over by the birds, and hopefully it won't disturb the birds. I'm gonna check it out tonight. And I know if I put the scarecrow thing down with the water, the birds will think, and it will activate with the birds, the doves and stuff like that. I don't want that. I just want to deter the cat and the raccoons and stuff. I don't want to get rid of the squirrel in the yard. We know they have a lot of them that deter animals. Hopefully we get that. If that works, when we move upstate, I'll take that with me, and I'll get one that deters animals and stuff like that. I'll put it out in the field. The birds and stuff will come into the yard, but they'll be flying, and the squirrel will be overhead, and it won't be in the area. It will be away from the house. I want to at least between 15, we start with like 5 acres, 5, 6, 5, 10, 15 acres of land upstate for a farm. 5 acres to 15 acres. We'll look for a small farm, 5 acres. A bigger farm, 10 acres. A big enough farm. I don't want 40 acres of land or something like that. I want at least 10 to 15 acres. That's what we're looking for. Maybe some water or something on it, on the property. That's what we have to look for up there. We're going to look this year in August. And good Lord willing, hopefully I will get my license for a couple of years. And then up there, get it again. It may be a little different up there. We'll see. Things may change if we get a new governor. Things may change. She's trying all this stuff. She's reducing insurance, and we got to see if our insurance rates are reduced. Coming out with all this stuff. She's going to pave some roads and stuff. So, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. We're almost at an hour. We'll go another 15 minutes or so, and we'll end it. We got Squirrel in the chat. He says, good morning, good evening all on this side and the other side. Thank you, Squirrel, for coming in. I appreciate it. Home yet, or you're on your way home? How do you feel tonight? I went to the doctor today. I got good, somewhat good report. I got to try to stick to a diet and everything else, and we'll see what happens in, uh, say, the end of the summer. I'll say I'm going to try. Not, then I'll go on something, whatever. We'll see. I think I can get myself. I just gave a like at home. Just dropped a video and a short. Good. Good. Come on. I think is at your home state. Like I said, we're going to get colder weather tonight. Right now, it's 48 degrees. Rainy days ahead. So it's going to rain tomorrow. We're supposed to have severe rain tomorrow. And rain on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So it's good that I got that done. The side of the house, that was the most thing. So right after the rain, probably on Saturday, and right till next week, we'll get to all the digging out the pond and all that stuff, and get all the weeds out and everything, because the ground will be soft enough that we can pull them out. And I'll show you how we use it with the rake and everything. And then we'll make the edge on the beds. And we'll see it. We'll check the sprinklers this year. We'll cut down the bushes. And we'll cut down those two trees on this side of the house by the flagpole over there, the flagpole. That way, the flagpole. And the garden thing, we'll trim all those bushes up, put it in a pail for next week. I got 2 bags of bird stuff and things that should take tomorrow. And then we'll have a couple of parties in the yard. We'll fix up the pond nice. I'm going to get a new filter. When I go up here, I'm gonna look at more filters tonight to get. I'm gonna see if I can get a combo. A pump, a bottom drain to that, and a canister filter, or just get the canister filter, because the one thing still works, I believe. Should I just get a new pump and a new filter? Prayers for Judy May, prayers for Grandma Lynn, prayers for Squirrel that he gets his monetization or his YPP before the end of the summer, and prayers for Lewis, prayers for Mount Sparrow, prayers for Betty, pre-retirement day, abundance of prayers for Judy May that everything goes well. I think she's going in tomorrow, and on Thursday she has the surgery. Hugs, kisses, and prayers to everyone. Thank you. And we'll be ending the video very shortly. We have 2 hours in for tonight. So I want to thank you all for coming into the chat. I will be live tomorrow night, hopefully. It depends on the weather. Yes, lots of prayers for Judy May. She has that surgery for the blockage, the artery blockage. Hopefully that goes well and she'll be back on her feet sooner than later. And thank you, Betty and the ultimate Bambino for coming into the chat tonight. I will see you all in the next one. Judy May, yes, prayers, love. Hopefully everything goes well. We're praying for her. We're praying for Grandma Lynn. Everything goes well. Pray for everybody and anybody in the chat. And thank Ruka Ball for being in my chat a few times. We got to go check her out. And thank you all for coming in tonight. I'll be back tomorrow night. Around 8:30. Hi, Squirrel. Everyone I missed in the other stream. Thank you. So we now have the 2 hours. We have 5 minutes to go. So tomorrow we'll tell you what's going on. Hopefully we'll have the display done and everything. And I could show you everything in the house and then show you outside and then it's going to rain and maybe on the weekend get to the side bed along the fence, clean up it because the ground will still be moist. We can't put any seed down yet because of the ground being so moist. It will just be deterrent. It'll just wash away and won't absorb into the ground. It has to absorb into the ground. We have to have at least 3 or 4 good dry days and then have a rain event. And that's what I want to plan it on. Get everything ready, get the topsoil down when the grass is dry, and then have a heavy rain and would soak it into the ground. You don't want it washing away. And we'll put fertilizer down and everything else. I will be ordering that within the next week. I'll show you that, and we'll check the other stuff out. I will check into the lights that I want for the shepherd's hooks. We're not going to use those little shepherd hooks. I want to put them on the bigger ones. I'm trying to find another light, which like I have on the fence. I would like those lights. I could put them around the yard. Maybe flame lights. We'll see. I got to find some lights. How do you plant zinnia seeds? The zinnia seeds I take and I put them in the flower pots in the front of the fairy garden thing and put them in the topsoil and I rake them in right in the front. I put them in with a little spade. Just put it in there, one of those little trowels like that. That's what I do. Or if I put them in the flats in the greenhouse, I would take it with a piece of wood or whatever and just push it down into the thing and cover with a little dirt and hopefully we get it to grow. That will all be coming out in April. By the first and second week in April, I hope to have everything in the ground and the thing and growing in the greenhouse, so that by the end of April, I can have the plants in the ground, and by the end of April, we'll have stuff in the ground and ready to be put in the ground, or by the first week in May, so that by the end of May, beginning of June, we'll have flowers, we'll have starter vegetables and stuff like that. We'll have a good harvest. What is a good flower for thorough ground cover? Cloves. I got to get you some cloves. There's a few of them. I got to look it up for you. I'll have it for you on Thursday. I mean, the dirt is rough. I'm gonna jumpstart zinnia seeds. Everyone, everywhere, to see how pretty it is. Yes, zinnia seeds is good ground cover, but cloves, stuff like that, ground cover. And there's a lily, but the lily, not lilies, what do they call it? I have it under my flagpole, and I have it growing in the garden. It's a square leaf. I got to look at my flowers and what it is. That would be nice too. Or the bells, it covers the ground. But if you, I will look it up for you, and I will let you know tomorrow on that. But zinnia is a good idea if you want, you have a field of them. There's lilies. There's a few. I'm going to look it up for you. I will let you know. So that's it. We're going to end the video. I want to thank everybody for coming in. Prayers to everybody. I'll see you tomorrow night, probably around 8:30 for a Wednesday vlog. Hopefully it won't be that bad. We won't have the rain that heavy at the time, but if it's thunder and lightning here, we will not be on. I will come on with the message. So until then, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think of the video. Share it. Like, comment, subscribe, ding that bell, and share the video. The 5 things: like, comment, subscribe, ding that bell, share the video. It's free. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, Stephen F. signing off. Remember that the past is behind us. The present is now. The future is what you make it. I will get ground cover plants and stuff for you tomorrow and Thursday if you're on here, and I will show you them. Okay? I'll research it for you. If it's raining and thundering and lightning, we will not be on. So the past is behind us. We can't go back. The present is now. The future is what you make it. So let's make 2026 better than 2025. And I will see you all in the next video. Thank you all. I'll see you tomorrow.